Aloha mai kako, a komo mai, a curtain call not from a distance. The first time I have been able to say that in more than a year, and while I was able to keep the program going from home, it is so good to be back in the studio with all these great people, Steve Barber and Doug Paulson. I'm Paul James Brown, and I look forward to continuing my weekly reviews and previews, interviews, and features of and or with great art and artists on Maui and beyond. Last week, Mayor Victorino issued a proclamation declaring June Willie K month in honor of one of Maui's greatest musicians, William Avihalima, glimpse of a finger, Kaha'ali'i, Chief's belt, more familiarly known as Willie K or Uncle Willie, was born on October 17, 1960, and passed away peacefully, surrounded by family and friends, on May 18, 2020, of small cell lung cancer. Besides his family, longtime employer Michael O'Dwyer, owner of Mulligan's, where Willie was a fixture, was at his side. In a story in the Maui News, he said, quote, "I got to say goodbye and thank him. He passed away pretty peacefully," unquote. Willie credits Joe Cano for teaching him how to pick the way he does. Quote, "Until I met Joe, I didn't even know how to pick. He taught me some of his licks. Until then, I could only play Little Grass Shack and Blue Hawaii," unquote. The first time I came to Maui in 1992 for my daughter's wedding, I saw Willie K, and I was totally blown away. Now, I am a child of the 60s. I have seen everyone, Hendrix, B.B. King, Eric Clapton, Jorma Kaukonen, Pat Metheny, and Prince, to name a few. I have never seen anyone who was as versatile as Willie K. He could play anything. Here he is playing with Avi Ronan. How about some Prince? And then some epic blues. As versatile and virtuosic as he was as a multiple instrumentalist, his vocal ability was astounding. His range was truly remarkable. Here he is doing We Are the World.
Michael Jackson. I am the world. We are the children. We are the ones that make a brighter day. So let's start giving. It's true, we make a better day. It's you and me. Here we go now. Check this out. Duets. Dionne Warwick, Willie Nelson. Won't you stand up your hearts? Something now is someone else. And the life will be stronger and God is showing up. Till it starts to break. Alto roll. And so we all swear I haven't heard.
If he had decided to pursue the training, he could have been one of the world's great tenors. One of his favorites was Nessun Dorma from Puccini's Turandot. extraordinary musicianship earned him the love and respect of such musical giants as Prince, B.B. King, Mick Fleetwood, Elvin Bishop, Steven Tyler, Willie Nelson, Dave Mason, Pat Simmons, Michael McDonald, Santana, and ZZ Top's Billy Gibbons, to mention a few, and 19 Nahoku Hanohano Awards, including several Album of the Year awards, Male Vocalist of the Year in 1992 and 2010, and Most Promising Artist. Several albums he partnered with Amy Hana'i Gilliam on also secured their place in the Hoku Awards Hall of Fame. He began his relationship with Amy Hana'i Gilliam as her producer in 1993, but their greatest success came as a duo. Here they are doing the Hawaiian wedding song. He liked that relationship so much that Amy's brother Eric got into the mix in 2006 when he and Willie formed the Barefoot Natives. Here is Eric and Willie. In 2005, Willie played the best Eddie in Eric's annual production of the Rocky Horror Picture Show at Hapa's in Kihei. Then, in 2010, Brian Cohn wrote, directed, and produced the award-winning Get a Job, which starred Eric and Willie. Willie was diagnosed with small cell lung cancer in January 2018. In typical fashion, he announced it to his audience. He worked almost constantly from then on, touring to play the Blue Note on Oahu and his regular gigs at Mulligan's and Fleetwood's on Front Street and various others. In February 2020, he informed everyone his cancer was terminal.
It can't be that way. I said, this is how I am. This is Willie K. You know, if I get told by my doctor, you know, maybe we could consider, maybe a hospice or something like that. That's it. What am I going to say? She didn't say that. She did. It's done already. It's done. In the head, embedded.
This was his last post on May 11th.
I spoke with Mother Earth this morning just to see how she felt today. She gave me a few words of wisdom for my curiosity. She said, don't go misbehaving, killing everything you see. The struggles of man's oppression seems to take it out on me. So with these few words of wisdom, well, I sing in her defense. You got to take a hold of your own life using all of your common sense. And with that, you'll be a prophet of a better man than most. You stand beside the Father and the Son, and even the Holy Ghost. I see the world through ivory eyes, created my heaven and paradise. It's up to you to surely survive. It's a beautiful place. The passages have been written only one stands so very loud. And those who wish to be forgiven stand very tall within the crowd. They've made mistakes and they've fallen. In their very lives they will see that forgiveness begins within yourself, never done easily. So look upon the world through eyrie eyes. Create your heaven, paradise. It's up to you to surely survive. It's a beautiful place. Such a beautiful place.
Willie was a generous musician who supported youth music and sports programs, feeding the hungry, caring for Kupuna, and championing social justice issues and select medical causes. He was a Knight Commander for the Royal Order of the Crown of Hawaii and the president of Hui o Va'a Kaulua. Maui is an incredible place with world-class musicians. We have lost one of the best there is. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Mahalo nui loa for tuning into Curtain Call. I'm Paul James Brown. Ahui ho.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of Willie K.